So we are finally seeing one of our first major dips after having so much bullishness in this market over the last couple of weeks. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about some tokens to pick up during this time. Right now is a very crucial time in crypto. Every time we see these major dips, everyone thinks it's over. Everyone is starting to say that the market is done, the bear market is here, and blah, 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 blah. Ignore the noise. You have to be in the right tokens. In this video, we're going to talk about those tokens. So let's just get right into it. Welcome to Everything Currency. This is a show where we talk about everything crypto and mo. I'm your host Jay, and today, I gotta talk to you guys about some of my low cap gems that have been going crazy. So first things first, let's look at Dovu. Right now sitting at a $70 million market cap. All-time high is at a $90 million market cap, so we're down, almost about 30% from the all-time highs, but we're up because we were talking about this token back here. We were talking about this token back here when it wasn't even registering a market cap. You can check out my videos on Dovu if you want to look more into why this is happening. I've seen a lot of people on the timeline saying, oh, who would have ever guessed it that Dovu would go this crazy, or why are they going crazy out of nowhere? This is why you gotta find somebody who knows what they're talking about when they're not just shilling things just to shill things. I was talking about Dovu back in 2023 because I thought it was very interesting on what they were building. On my last Dovu video a couple of months ago, I got really bullish on Dovu because they had announced that they had about $1 billion in RWAs to put onto blockchain. So I said, hey, $1 billion worth of RWAs to put into a token that was sitting around a $2 million, $3 million market cap seems very, very bullish to me. And here we are. It is playing out in the market cap right now. This is also in a narrative that everybody is saying is dead in the carbon credits narrative. Just because it's not a mainstream narrative doesn't mean that it doesn't solve issues. And the best products in the world solve issues, and that's going to segue into the next idea that we're going to talk about here is with the Astar token. So if you've been in crypto for longer than a week or two, you've been hearing about this Astar token, which completely exploded and went to a $2.3 billion market cap, right? Everybody's talking about this token. It's like the talk of the town. Everybody's buying its competitors. Me, I bought AV&T, which is a competitor to Astar, but it's built on top of Hype. Astar is built on top of BNB. We had CNZ, the ex-founder, or not the ex-founder, but the ex-CEO and founder of BNB, pumping this thing like crazy, getting excited. When CZ talks, good things happen to the tokens that he talks about. So we can see that here in Astar, and Astar has been going crazy, and AV&T and Hype, some of the other tokens in the same narrative, like I said, their competitors, have also gone crazy. But there is something that's been going crazy on the sideline that nobody has been talking about, and if you're in my Telegram group, I mentioned this a while ago, and it has been absolutely cooking, and that is Stbl, STBL. Right now it's at $170 million market cap with an all-time high of 200 million. It started a little bit ago. I first brought it up to the guys, I think somewhere around I don't know, I think it was around like 50 billion or 80 billion, so still a little bit late. But this token, just a couple of days ago, it was at an $18 million market cap, and it has gone completely crazy, and I believe that it's gone crazy off of the back of Astar because of what it is. It's also built on the BNB chain, and when you come right here to the website, you can see that stablecoins reimagined. Use your principal, keep your interest. We got Binance Labs up here as the number one contributor or user of this token, I would say. Then you have Bybit, which is, both of these are exchanges. And you have Kraken, which is also an exchange, and you have stablecoin infrastructure. And the one thing that a perp dex needs in order to function is a stablecoin. They need stablecoin infrastructure, so this was an easy one to see. When you come down, you have a great team. You can see that the number one stablecoin in the world is Tether. They have the founder on the team right here. You have this guy, and I don't really know what any of those guys do, but I know this guy right here. I know this guy, Reeves Collins, has made a couple of other crypto investments that we have talked about on this channel, and most of them have done very, very well. So what does USTT do for you? USST do for you? Core utilities that make USTT efficient. You got transparent and DeFi ready. Instant liquidity. Remember, liquidity is the key word for any crypto. If the crypto hasn't pumped yet, it's because it doesn't have liquidity. It needs liquidity. So whenever you see these things that are in the liquidity providing, market making type of space, these things tend to do very well when it comes to products that are solving a problem for the users, which is we don't have enough perps dexes, or we don't have legitimate dexes that we can use to trade with leverage and things like that, because we always have dexes that want to liquidate everybody and do a whole bunch of back stuff. Now, I'm not saying that Astar or AV&T or Hype have solved this issue. It's just one of the things that we need when it comes to dexes, is we need trustworthy infrastructure for stablecoins and things like that, and for market making and things like that. So you got receive yield, you can mint this token and you can govern it. So if we look at this chart, like I said, it's been going pretty well from 18 million all the way up to 170 million right now, with an all-time high at 200 million. Now I'm looking at this token, I'm waiting for it to pull back and go ahead and continue its run. All this video is if crypto keeps going, these tokens I think can continue to run with crypto keeping going. And the next one is still a low cap gem. So a lot of people have been looking at my plays and say, hey man, it's already at like 100 million. That's a little bit, you know, too steep for my blood. I know you guys love the coins that are like at $1 market cap and they go to $1 billion market cap, because those are the best gains. But also there's many gains to be made on a token that's at like 100 million that can get to a 10, a 20 billion dollar market cap. You get what I'm saying? So that's also something to keep in mind if you're like me and you're used to shopping just for those low cap gems. But the next one has that type of potential, in my opinion, as long as RWAs continue to be a thing. So we talked about the perp dexes, the stable coins that go along with it. We have RWAs being all the hype right now. We have infrastructure to turn assets into RWAs has been all the rave over the last couple of weeks or whatever when we talk about RWAs, which to me, I never really was that bullish on that, because RWAs are not that hard to make once compliance is in place. But what's going to be needed for RWAs is going to be a swapping platform. It's going to need regulatory compliance. It's going to need all of these major companies and, you know, for example, houses and things like that. We're going to need some type of legitimate connections to the regulatory overlords that we need. You can't sell a house in a decentralized manner yet. You still need somebody. But good thing that IXS has all of those things. It has regulatory compliance. It is a swapping platform for RWAs. They have $1 billion worth of assets ready to put online, and it's only at a $13 million market cap. Look at this chart. This chart had got completely pumped all the way up to, you know, 122 million. Let's see if we can get the all-time high here. Let's call it $125 million market cap, and now it's back down here at a $13 million market cap, because it pumped over here last year when the RWA craze was the meta. It was like everybody was talking about it, so people knew this token was doing good things, so it pumped along with that speculation. Now nobody's talking about it, and it's going to be creeping under the radar. This is just my opinion, and this is not financial advice. What you do with your money is your responsibility. So if you lose a lot of money, it's your fault, but if you make a lot of money, it is also your fault. So do your research the right way. For me, this looks like something that is an opportunity, along with a lot of the other altcoins that are just beat up right now that move very, very fast. Let me just remind you guys, when we look at the stable token, just on September 16th, 2025, the market cap was $18 million, 18.9, let's call it $19 million. And today we're sitting at $170 million market cap. That's literally September 16th. It is September 22nd. That's 6 days. It has gone that crazy just because of what it is used for and what it is doing. It's riding on the coattails of this Astar chart here, and we got IXS, which is only down here at 13 million. So let's see how fast it can get to a $200 million market cap. Now, if you guys think I'm crazy, let me know in the comments. If you guys agree with me, let me know in the comments. If you guys know any other tokens that are solving problems, people need them, and money has to flow into those tokens, this is where the bread is at right now. Let me know in the comment box. If you want to join my Telegram group, it's free. Go ahead and do your thing in the description below. Remember, y'all think positive and positive things will happen. RIP to crypto roots, and never in your life finish a negative statement about currency. Until next time, peace.